Nail techs are no longer able to booth rent in the great state of California.
Guys, I'm sorry. So one thing that I have to go back, I was watching the our Christmas reel where my New Year's resolution was to
Stop cussing.
stop cussing so much. And I've
Uh-oh.
realized that it's not happening. So I do apologize for that. I don't cuss as much in Spanish anymore.
What are your favorite curse words in Spanish?
Uh-huh.
Is that a curse word?
Yeah. She thinks of me as a bookkeeper only.
No. I say she's my bookkeeper because I want her to get more clients.
I know. Thank you.
All the time. I want her to keep winning, even though I miss the days where it was just I was her only client. I miss being I
miss being the center of attention. I'm the middle child now.
Give me a number and I'll buy you out.
Hello, welcome to Beauty Bound with your host, Cristal Rubio. You can find me at Beauty Pro Bookkeeping, Artsy Cristal, and I'm here with my co-host, Jackie.
Hi, guys. I'm Jackie Broadman. I own Skinfinite here in San Antonio, Texas. You can find me on Instagram at Skinfinite San Antonio. And we have a little bit of news to talk about. First off being that nail techs are no longer able to booth rent in the great state of California.
Yes.
And we had talked about this a couple months ago, how it might go into effect. We were, saying that that's not really fair or whatever. And I can't even imagine, even in my industry, not being able to booth rent. So what was the date that went into effect?
So that went into effect on January 1st, and it was actually all over the Pro Beauty Federation. If you follow them on Instagram. Also, Nails Magazine had written an article about it, from last year. And I think the reason that they kind of talked about it was more of, it was like which of their 2024 nailmags.com articles did you find most intriguing last year? So obviously the one that popped out was the California nail techs may no longer be independent renters. And this was something that we weren't sure if this was actually going to be able to go into effect. But the bigger picture when it comes to this, it wasn't just like the part of just the nail techs. Because originally they were trying to do this for everyone, not just nail techs. They were trying to do it for hairstylists as well. And I don't think for estheticians, it's never been a booth renter. It's always been, you've had your own room wherever you're renting at. So I don't think it was such a big deal for estheticians as it was for hairdressers and nail techs. But I know they had talked about this a couple years ago. And when they talked about this, somehow hairstylists fought for it, and there was a way that they got away with it and like pushed back on it. And there was a lot of pushback. And so now they're locked into where they can never touch them again. Like it's, if I'm not mistaken. But for the nail techs, it had only gotten locked in until January 1st of 2025, hoping that they could find a solution before that. But what ended up happening is they didn't find a solution. So now no salons could have any booth renters at all.
Wow.
And that's fucked up, to be honest. Now I think, and I feel like a lot of these nail techs are now being forced to either go on commission or hourly or move into their own studio. Because as long as you have your own, you're still allowed to be your own boss, but you have to rent inside a Sola salon or inside a studio. Sorry, Salons by JC, or any salon chains.
It hurts her to say JC.
I know, like no, but. Obviously, I'm biased, but...
I mean, I think Sola and JC's are maybe better known. I mean, and
like
Phoenix.
Yeah.
I think those 3 are the ones I know, like at the top of my head that I can think of. There's Mallorca, if that's how
But I don't
you
think
say
I
it.
don't even think they have that one in California. I think the main ones in California are Solas and Phoenix salons, and I'm sure JC's as well. I'm not 100%, but
I'm not either.
yeah, but I know for sure Sola is huge in California. There's like a crap load of locations, especially in San Diego area. But now, like if you're in California and you're a nail tech, like what are your thoughts? What are you doing? What did you have to do? I think we don't hear enough from nail techs. And I know like we might not put enough info out about nail techs, and it's not because I don't know it, because I did nails in California. It's mostly because I think we don't know nail techs here.
So I don't know any nail techs personally.
No.
I had a client that was a nail tech though.
Yeah.
And that's literally, I think, the only person I know.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And I think it's like, what is it, Cafe Nails?
Who?
Is that her? The one that does Trisha's and Giselle's nails?
I mean, I don't know her.
I don't know her either, but I know of her because of them, but I think, again, it's not even because we want to hear from nail techs. So if you're a nail tech out there who wants to be on the pod, please reach out.
This is our last shout out for nail tech.
No, we would really love to know.
Our last plead.
We would really love to know, like, what is up in the nail tech world now. The most that I know about nails right now is I do my own nails because I don't.
That's the most you know about nails is
right now.
How to do your own.
How to do my own nails. I don't know the any new laws or any new regulations. I just know that in California they fucked it up, and you're no longer able to be a renter, and that sucks. That sucks because imagine all the
and yet you can still dermaplane in California. Just PSA.
No way.
Yes, you didn't know that?
No.
You've always been able to dermaplane in California, which is slightly annoying because here you have to have a medical director or have a barber license. So
even with the barber license, though, they put some stipulations now.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah, I just saw it a couple months ago, actually. So now it says as a barber, you are only able to do like certain things. Oh my gosh. You cannot use the scalpel.
Okay. Then.
Yeah. Which is, they could use a straight edge razor, but they're not allowed to use the scalpel grade. So it's so much shit.
Okay.
I feel like, because in California,
You can dermaplane.
you can dermaplane, but you
can't microneedle,
No.
though. I know people that do.
And you can't even.
I'm on to you. Just kidding.
And in California, you can't even do like injectables either.
Oh no!
But here you
could
can.
get
And that's
in so much trouble in
and
California.
but that's the
You have to be like an RN, I'm sure, too.
Of course. And I think that's
Here,
the dumb part.
You can just be whoever the hell.
And
if
that's-
you have a medical director.
And that's also the stupid ass part, because how is it that you're not allowed to dermaplane, but you are allowed to do injectables
With a medical director.
with a medical director still?
Without any prior medical training. I mean, people just take these one day courses and they're
Isn't
good
it
to
more
go.
dangerous to do that than to fucking dermaplane?
In my opinion, yes.
Yeah.
The worst you could do is like nick someone, but you'd have to, or cut someone, but you'd have to be a real dumbass. I'm sorry. I haven't nicked somebody in 3 years. 3 years.
Knock on wood.
I swear to God.
You just jinxed yourself. You don't do that. You.
Watch, I'm gonna nick someone
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I know. Jackie just jinxed herself, guys. You fucked up. You better pray to God right before you start.
And that was like my first client after the training. So it made sense to nick.
Yeah.
And I nicked someone during the training. But like, I don't know.
You're like, but that was it.
We moved on from that. We've
Yeah.
been dermaplaning strong, but it's like, Texas, get your shit together on the dermaplaning.
I love dermaplaning.
I do too.
It's so satisfying just to sit there.
I just like the sound.
Yeah.
The
I've never done it on you, right? No, I've done it on Mercy only.
I only trust my
I've done it on Mercy.
I only
so
trust
good.
my
Whatever.
with my skin. I haven't
Shut the fuck up. No, you don't. You trust me too, bitch.
with dermaplaning, I should say.
Yes. There you go.
I trust you with everything else because I'm giving you directions.
Yes. Plus, I have my license. All right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. The fuck.
I don't know who else.
She always underestimates my license, guys. She forgets. She thinks of me as a bookkeeper only.
No, I say she's my bookkeeper because I want her to get more clients.
I know. Thank you.
All the time. I want her to keep winning, even though I miss the days where it was just I was her only client. I miss being
I miss being the center of attention. I'm the middle child now.
Give me a number and I'll buy you out.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Jackie. Man, you know, I got to be able to help everybody else too.
I'm just kidding.
I know you are. But you know, like, I finally caught up with my stuff because I was behind.
Your schoolwork?
No. With my bookkeeping, I was behind because of the changes that I had done.
Oh, switching from QuickBooks to Xero.
Yeah. And I'm still keeping some of my clients on QuickBooks and some
Is
on
it just
Xero.
like the independent people that are just on QuickBooks?
No, because I have independent people on Xero as well. And although I do love it, I think the way that what I don't love about it is that the way that it integrates with Square is very different.
Okay.
And so I love the way that QuickBooks integrates with Square. So there's things that I love from one thing and there's others that I love from the other. So
what does Xero integrate the best with?
nothing. With the banks.
Oh.
The look of it is a lot cleaner and it's pretty.
I would like that more because I've logged into QuickBooks before and it takes my brain through like a vortex of just like, what?
I mean, it'll probably still do the same on Xero for you because it does like they're intimidating. Like if you don't know the system, if you don't know the accounting part of it, they are very intimidating. But I feel like if you were to log into Xero, like it shows you a better snapshot of everything. Like even if like when you go into QuickBooks, I think it's just like a whole fucking like something threw up on there and you don't even know where anything goes.
I didn't know where anything was when I logged in about 2 years ago. And then I called Cristal immediately.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Oh man. Yeah. Funny. Okay. I think, I just think like no matter what, if you don't know accounting or bookkeeping, it does become very stressful because when I didn't know Xero, I know accounting, but when I got into that, I was like, what the fuck is this? Guys, you know, I'm sorry. So one thing that I have to go back, I was watching our Christmas reel where my New Year's resolution was to
Stop cussing
so much. And I've realized that it's not happening. So I do apologize for that. I am trying. If it helps, I don't cuss as much in Spanish anymore.
What are your favorite curse words in Spanish?
Verga.
Verga.
Pendeja.
Pendeja. Is that a curse word?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Ay, no seas pendeja. Like,
I hear people say that like casually.
yeah. And that, ay, como chingas. Yeah. But like, verga, because I like to, ay, vete a la verga. Like, go fuck yourself is almost like that. But yeah, that's it. I don't have any. I think everything in Spanish sounds like a lot worse. Maybe that's why.
No, it sounds like it doesn't sound like a curse word.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
I feel it's
Too
like
white.
it's a lot more. You know what word I fucking like? You could call me. I would rather get called pendeja than stupid in Spanish, because stupid in Spanish is estúpida, and that sounds so much more like.
I think that does sound like
Oh, eres una estúpida. Like
a stab in the
yeah,
heart.
it does. Like I'm like, no. Paulina always says, "Oh, mom, if you were to call me estúpida instead of pendeja, I think I would cry."
Oh my god.
And it's so dumb, you know, because yeah, I like it. Yeah, but off topic. Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
making this one a short one too, because we're running kind of late.
Yeah, we ran
Jackie
a little
is.
late today. And to end things, my New Year's resolution was to eat better, which I did a really great job of January. For some reason, February hit, and I'm just like, had this downhill spiral. As I'm sitting here drinking the sugary ass coffee, saying
know.
I was going to quit coffee about 2 episodes ago. So.
Yeah. So this is a very short and sweet episode, guys.
But yeah,
we wanted to bring you those news.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So if you're in California, what are you guys doing? Send us a message, because we are sorry that you're going through this and that you have to kind of make a decision, or if you've already made a decision about what you're doing. That sucks, because I used to go, when I lived in La Mirada in California, I used to go to like an independent nail
Yeah. Girl.
girl. I was like, well, what's the term? Nail tech.
Yeah, no.
And she was like so well known. Like, what city was it? I'm blanking, but she did really great work, and it just kind of sucks.
Yeah. So, yeah, but thank you guys for listening and tuning in. Please let us know what you're doing. Please reach out if you know a nail tech that wants to be on the podcast, and we will see you next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.